call is from Jackson State University head coach Rick Comegy. Coach Comegy, are you with us?
Yes, I am.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing pretty good, working hard as usual, but trying to get everything done.
Of course, Jackson State went to SEC country on Saturday and took on Mississippi State. Came out on the wrong end of a 56-9 game. Coach, your reflections of that ball game and looking forward on your schedule where you'll move on to the next game.
Right. Okay. Well, we got up there. We thought we were prepared to go in there and play a solid football game, but they came out real sharp. They came out, very sound and with good speed, and I think they did a good job of attacking us from a offensive standpoint of view, and I also think they did a great job of attacking us from a defensive standpoint of view. They just did a fantastic job of playing us, and we just didn't come out, the way I was hoped to. We dropped a lot of balls up there, which would have gave us an opportunity to stay in the game, but guys that we were banking on just didn't come through for us. But I think we're going to be better this week. With Tennessee State coming up, I think we needed that game. We only had one scrimmage before going into the season, and we got rained out a couple of times and couldn't get some of the scrimmages in that we wanted to. But that's not any excuse for it. I felt we were prepared to go in there and play a real solid football game, and if we could hold it down in the first half, I thought we'd have a shot of winning. But it didn't turn out that way, and now we got to go back to the drawing board, look at personnel, and make sure that we do a better job of evaluating, do a better job of game planning, whatever. And I think the kids will get better when they see the film today and see the mistakes and see some of the things that we could have all done better. So I'm just excited about getting started for the next one.
Floor is open for questions.
Hey Coach, Travis with the Clarion Ledger. How are you?
Hey, Travis, how you doing?
I'm good. Hey, you mentioned going back to the drawing board. Did you expect any major shakeups on that 2 deep when you look at the film?
No, I don't. I think we can get better with the personnel that we're using, at this time. I just think that, we just got to, I'm glad we got that first game in. It's a shame it had to be against a fine team like that, instead of a kind of a tune-up game. But, that's the way the ball rolls, and you got to accept what comes down the road, and I think we'll be better as we move forward.
What positives did you take from last Saturday?
Positives? Well, I think the positive we take is we get a chance, we got a chance to go up against a Division I team and, saw speed and strength and just the fast pace of the game. Sometimes in practice you don't get that real fast pace that you would in the battle of a game, and they needed to see that. And I'm just happy that it wasn't with at least a conference foe at this particular time. But I'm glad that we got a team that we can set our barometer to and kind of take it from here. I think our kids will take this game and make themselves better, and work harder. And, as they see other athletes, maybe the guys who miss tackles, the guys who miss, balls in the game, I think they'll be better as we go into, competition next week.
Thanks, Coach.
Hey, Coach. Good morning. Ty Miller from Sheridan Broadcasting.
Hi, Ty. How are you doing this morning?
I'm good. I hope you are, too. First of all, injury-wise, how did you come out of that game?
We came out fairly well. That's the positive of it. We had Michael Dukes, a defensive tackle, who just turned his ankle, but everybody else, we came out. And that's the thing I was hoping for when we got up there, that we didn't get somebody seriously injured, that we couldn't set the pace as we got into our own, thing here in the conference, and with also Tennessee State coming up. And I was glad that we came out. We were in good shape. I was looking at that as we got into the fourth quarter, and I was wondering if I had them in shape to be able to hold up, and they were in great shape, and I was really happy about that we were on time with that. But I was disappointed in some of the things that happened out there on the field that I thought we had them, prepared for.
Coach, I know this game means a lot for bragging rights in the city of well, actually, no, it's not Tennessee. It's not Jackson State and Alcorn. But I'm thinking about the fact that you're going up against a non-conference opponent, and it can get you prepared for that SWAC season. So how key is it to play these two games and to get them out of the way before you get into the SWAC schedule?
I think they're very important. I know that Tennessee State, I just found out, I think they beat Florida A&M. And, I think by a short margin, but it shows that they're a much better team and, doing a good job. Anytime you can beat a Florida A&M, I think you've done a good job. And I know we've been beating Tennessee State, I think, the last couple of years, and I know they're sick and tired of that too. So I know we're going for a real dogfight, and I want these guys to understand that when they come in here today and understand that, we can't do nothing about the past. The only thing we can do is control our future, and I want them to be able to get true grit about, what we want to do and how we want to do it and move forward. And so it's an important game for us. There's no doubt about it, but we have to go in there and understand and, the fight at hand and go in there with a bad taste in our mouth.
Coach Thompson mentioned it earlier, and all coaches do say that most teams take their jump from the first week to the second week. How big of a jump do you expect your team to take this week?
I think be honest with you, I think after the kids see the film, I think after they see themselves, and, and as they played as a team, it kind of builds more unity in play. I think after they see a game film that they just played, and I think the unit becomes stronger, not just individuals, because they see how they played in sync. And once they start playing in sync, you got something made, guys who should be filling and didn't fill holes when they could have stepped up and, and filled that hole quicker, or those type of things, and play faster. And so I think it'll be a major jump for us.
Coach, I don't know if I guess you haven't seen the film on Tennessee State and FAMU yet, but they held FAMU down 17-0 well into the third quarter. So in that case, you have to be somewhat concerned about their defense.
No doubt about it. They've always played pretty good defense, and so I've really just been studying ourselves just this morning more than anything else, and haven't studied them as much as just yet. But throughout the evening and throughout the night, I'll be looking at them and kind of evaluating what we see. But they're going to be tough. They're always big and fast. And so, 17-0 to hold them down like that, then, definitely we got to find some ways to see if there's a weakness somewhere that we can attack, or just hope that what we do can confuse them to a point to where we can get some points on the board. We got to get points on the board. If, I would hate to leave it up to go down to 17-17 and we can't score or something of that nature. So we got to try to get some points on the board, and I think we can. I think we could have got points on the board last week. Some of our major kids dropped some major footballs that could have kept us in that game, and when the momentum swung, it was kind of, you can't. We couldn't stop the ball from rolling, and if we could, if I could do anything about it, I wish that we could have stopped the ball from rolling, but we couldn't in that game. But I don't expect to get out of hand in this situation.
Time for one more.
Thank you, Coach.
Coach Comegy.
Hey, Coach Comegy. Good morning. Charles Epper from WPRL.
How you doing, Charles?
Doing pretty good. The two teams just recently renewed the rivalry to continue in Memphis. Talk about how important that game is financially and just the rivalry itself.
Well, Charles, I think when you talk about the financial part, you're going to have to talk to my AD and the president and those people, because I don't deal with that. My job is to prepare a team and get them ready to win. And but I know it's a big gala affair for a lot of the alumni and their alumni. When you go down there, you can tell, because like they have the coaches' luncheon. At the coaches' luncheon, you can see the fire between the alumni and different things like that. And the kids get excited because they know that it's the classic game. A lot of people are going to be there, and but it's more just go down there and play a football game and come back with a win. That's really, I think all the other stuff around the game is beautiful and exciting, but for the kids, it's going into war, and the W is more important than the gala, because be honest with you, I hate losing, more than I like winning, so, and I think the kids feel the same way. So, that's what we're after right now.
It's the Battle of the Big Cats coming up this weekend as Jackson State takes on Tennessee State in Memphis. 6 o'clock your kickoff time. Coach Comegy will wish you luck in that game this weekend.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.